So here we have a Volkswagen Jetta 2018. Let's look at it real quick from the front. It's a TSI. So it's a 4-cylinder gasoline engine. Now let's take a look at it from the side. This one is, of course, an American version, a US version. So it's a little bit different than the European version, as in has a different suspension, and the trim level is a bit different. Dual exhaust. LED third braking light. Take a look at the tail lamps. No LED there, just regular light bulbs. And then it does have daytime running lights, LED daytime running lights, halogen headlamps. Nothing fancy. Okay. It's standing on a 205/55 tires with 16-inch rims, light alloy, Bridgestone. Now let's look at the interior real quick. So here's how the key fob looks like. Nothing special.
Welcome.
So it's on right now. The screen is lit, so I can show you a little bit more of this vehicle. So we have here pretty basic system in terms of air conditioning and ventilation. I'll show you real quick. It's of course hot, it's cold, and then we've got an AC button. So it doesn't have climate control as such, but at least you have AC here. You see, it's pretty basic, as I just mentioned. And then 4-speed with a dial, and interior circulation, and then the modes. That's pretty much it when it comes to ventilation and air conditioning. Then you got your infotainment system. Here, got a clock if you turn that stuff off. And turn it on again. And then it has these buttons.
Needed to own a home again.
So it pretty much speaks for itself as well. So you got your radio, and you got your your settings. You can set your channels here, so that's pretty handy.
Really?
Of course, it has a touch screen. Also, it has a backup camera, which I will show you. Let's see here. And that's pretty much something that you cannot live without these days. It prevents a lot of crazy stuff going on. Like you want to roll over, a cat or any other item will crash into a car when you back up your car. So that's pretty good. And, you've seen that. Then you got your hazard lights. Okay. Then you got your air vents right here in direction. You got them here as well, of course. You got your glove box. This reach is quite deep. It doesn't lock, nevertheless. And then you got your speedometer, tachometer. Looks good in the dark. Turn signals. Wiper control. Pretty much speaks for itself as well. Lights. Dashboard illumination. And then you got your controls on the steering wheel as well. For your radio, for the volume here. And go through the frequencies with this button. And then you got, of course, your cruise control settings, your horn, pick up your telephone, and the steering wheel, that tilts. Doesn't telescope, however, but that's not so bad, I guess. And then look at the chairs real quick. They got some side ball springs, so that looks very good. It's got this one has a cloth interior. Isofix anchor points in the rear, as you can see. And you got a storage for your sunglasses. That looks very neat. Dome lights with a light bulb. Then you got your sun visors with the vanity mirror on the other side as well, of course. Then you got your gear lever with a 6-speed automatic transmission. You got a power outlet, and you got a USB jack right here. That's pretty neat. Something that you cannot live without. Neither. Okay. Then you got storage here. Here you can with this switch you can open the trunk lid, and you have power windows. Four. And you got your center console with retainers to adjust to the size of your cup or bottle or whatever. Okay, you got your center console. That's pretty basic as well. No padding or something like that. Handbrake, mechanical. So that's pretty much it when it comes to interior. When you start this car up, you have to press the brake pedal. And you hear the 4-cylinder purr. Now let's take a look at the. Let's open the hood real quick. Okay, I've opened the hood. Look at the motor. 4-cylinder 1.4 TSI, as I just mentioned. It runs great, but don't expect too much of it in terms of power or whatsoever. It does the job, but as I've just said, don't expect it to be some kind of a monster or anything like that. You can get along with modern day traffic, and it accelerates quite good. But it's not a sprinter. I've taken this thing over the highway, and it was good, but it seems to be lacking a little bit of power at request. What that I mean is, you want to overtake a car whatsoever, there's some kind of lag in there. So we're going to take this car for a spin, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the surroundings, and I'm going to show you overall. I'm going to show you the character of this car, how it handles and whatnot. Okay, let's do it. Well, the braking is good, that's for sure. What else would you expect? It's a Volkswagen. Das ist ein Volkswagen. Das Auto. Wir lieben Autos. Whoever they say it. Alright. Let's go over the boulevard real quick. So upon accelerating, this car is not bad at all, but once you're on the highway and you are cruising at a certain speed, and you have to overtake a car, or whatever, then, as I've just mentioned, it's kind of seems to be a lag or something, a turbo lag that you had in the older cars yesteryear. But this car also seems to have it, and that's a bit, it takes a bit of getting used to, I reckon. But it also depends on what kind of driver that you are. If you're just like a regular soccer mom, or responsible dad, then it doesn't really matter. But if you're a fast guy, or anything in that region, then it might become an issue. Let's punch it. See, it accelerates quite good. But well, that's not bad at all, I guess. There was a little bit of wheel spin, as you could hear. So the corner is good as well. Corner is just great. Suspension is good. I know squeaks and rattles in this car, but like I said, it's a Volkswagen, so that's something that pretty much comes natural, I reckon. You see, to your car itself. Try again, see? That's pretty much how it handles in how it handles. And later on, I might take you all on a trip on the freeway, and then I will show you as well how it handles on the freeway. But in any case, the car just runs good and it feels kind of solid. It feels solid. There, like I mentioned, no squeaks and rattles and annoying noises, and the steering is just great. It doesn't feel vague or anything like that. It's just awesome. Also, what I would like to mention is that if you drive in the US, well, it not really stands out, but it's better than driving a Toyota or a Honda, something like that, or a Nissan, which you see in pretty much every corner of the street. You don't see that many Volkswagens here. If you're in Europe, it's a different ball game. If you're for instance in Germany, you'll see one on every corner of the street. Not on every corner of the street, on the whole street. But this is you don't see them that many times. It's not as rare as a Ferrari, for instance, but yeah, like I said, you don't see them that often. Make a turn right here, real quick. Hope I can make it. Yeah, I can make it. Okay. Let's make a right turn. Okay. I'm pretty much back in the parking lot. Let's make another right turn. So what do we have here? I'm not going to park here because I nearly scraped my car. So on the curb, it's kind of high. I'm going to park right next to the Camaro. Right there, Camaro RS. Doesn't look bad at all. Okay. So I'll take this thing on a spin on the highway as well. See how it does. This car on the highway, and it handles good. Like I mentioned earlier on, there are no squeaks and rattles. It does its job, and yeah, it's a very comfortable ride as well. So it's all good, I reckon. No problem whatsoever with all the miles that I've driven with this car. So I would say it feels very solid, and my conclusion, that's just a good car. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.